Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Alundra. I'm your Dungeon Master Darius. Last we left off, we had finished pressing the last of the buttons within the Lake Shrine, which means that there's only one direction to go. And yes, I am still lamenting on the 4 remaining birds that I've yet to find, but I think that's going to be another thing for another time. Maybe. Possibly, depending on my patience. Anyways, and this should be the last video, depending on how frustrated I get. Because we only have one more door to go through, and only a couple of more bosses to deal with. And here we go. You dare to challenge me, little releaser? Fine. My bloodthirsty minion shall satisfy your death wish. Behold. Oh, you didn't think there was only going to be one boss, did you? This is the Black Dragon. Pretty much like every other boss from earlier on. It also has... Actually, yeah, okay. Now, his charm is a wonder for this boss. I wonder if I can... Okay, yes and no. Ah, goody. Yeah, I'm gonna try to use fire. Try being the operative word here. I got plenty of ways to heal myself. I think that I only hit him once. Maybe twice? I don't know. And skadoosh. Let's go ahead and prepare a Wonder Essence. Rawr. Yeah, this boss is interesting, if only because it's like, oh hey. Gotta really get in there if you really want to hit him. Dive bombing. Yep. Nava's charm is really pretty much quintessential for this fight, isn't it? Stop that. Stop that. Bad dragon. Bonk. What's it doing? Like 3 damage a hit? Not bad. If you stay up here, you'll avoid the fire damage altogether. Hey. I don't know why I'm not just using the bow. Legendary sword does not do as much damage as I wanted it to. Fire. And land. You annoying piece of shit. Hey. Get down here. Like a proper dragon fight. Thing just stays in the air and never comes down. There we go. And please come down. Thank you. That's when I use the Wonder Essence. Pardon me. I probably could have done this sooner, but... I'm also kind of working under the assumption that the bastard is going to be weak against... Well, not weak against fire, but not resistant against it. Let's put it that way. You would think, because, you know, Durgan, maybe. I'm saving that last one for healing in case I need it, which I might soon enough. There we go. The Durgan has been defeated. Eh? Alundra, is that you? Fergus, no, you must sleep. You have to dream. If you don't, Alundra's life will be in grave danger. Mom, I woke up because I had heard the sound of Alundra's voice. You must have heard it too. Dear son, Alundra's not here. There's no way you could have heard his voice. Go to sleep quickly now. Mom, I heard it too. I heard Alundra speak. Nessus, we don't have time for this. Alundra went to do battle with Melzas to save the lives of the people of this land. What? Alundra? Eh? Are you alright, Rumi? It's not my imagination. I really can hear him. Alundra! It's Alundra! With all due respect, Rumi, I think you and your children are still a little groggy. Ah. What's wrong? Alundra? What's going on? You weren't dreaming and yet you can see and hear Alundra? What? Yes, I can see a light. Small but strong. I think we succeeded. This must mean that our dreams and prayers reached Alundra's heart. Oh, Alundra, please be careful. You must return to us. Alundra, you are a boy no longer. You have grown into a strong, brave man. Even Melzas will not stand before you for long. I can just feel it. Alundra, I know you will fight through the obstacles in your path. Be strong. Jess is looking down upon you and smiling, Alundra. He knows you shall deliver us from evil. Hey you! Don't doubt yourself. I believe in you. My prayers and my heart are with you. Please take strength from that. I will picture items in my mind and try to send them to you. The long night has at last come to an end. You are the sun, Releaser. Alundra, can you hear our voices and our prayers? You can hear his voice. He must be able to hear ours. Alundra, promise me you'll come back to us. Promise. No way Melzas can beat Alundra. He's too strong and too cool. Alundra, I know you can do it. You must emerge victorious. I'm counting on your skill. You've risked your life to fight for ours. If anyone deserves our adulation, it's you, Alundra. For you are truly a deliverer from our dark, cold night. Oh, Alundra, my heart is filled with regret. I should have gone with you even though you did not want me to risk my life. Now I can only wait here to see if you live or die. Oh, Alundra, for my sake, you must live. Alundra hears and feels the voices of his friends and their prayers. The thoughts of the united villagers heal Alundra's wounded body and refreshes his soul. Physical strength has been fully restored. Magic power has been fully restored. Received a life vessel. Although you didn't need it because you're already at 50. Why do you defer the fate that awaits you, boy? Submit to destiny and free your soul. For no matter how many tears you cry or how desperately you beg for mercy, you shall perish. Oh, by life vessel they mean give me a wondrous essence again. Which is good, because I'm gonna need it. False. Not false. Get it? There's a lot of fire coming my way. Damn it. There's gotta be a way to... Actually, yeah, I'm immune to that. Okay, I think it's the last one that appears. Seems like it. This one? What if charging actually does any more damage? This one? Actually, if we're gonna do it this way, might as well do it with the bow. Suck it, Melzas. It's almost melodious at this point. I wonder how many times this is, Nope. Wrong one. Oh well. This one? Dude's got quite a bit of health. Oh, hello. Swapping it up on me. I'm not just watching for 4, I'm watching for the 3 on the top. And imagine if this was actually a problem. Oh, that was wrong. Oh, that's a new move. Dang it. I'm terrible at video games. Ooh, now this is gonna be distracting. If I just let them hit me, will they disappear? But what's the point of dodging them if they're gonna hit me? Rawr. I don't think this is actually doing any more damage or less damage. Whoa, lasers. That could have sucked. I think before I did this with a sword, God, that would have been a pain in the arse. I mean, this is still a pain in the ass, but... Oh, those do 6 damage. Maybe I should consider using some magic. Yeah, I'll use some magic for this next one. Oh, those can actually get destroyed. Okay. That's good to know. Neat. Suck it, Melzas. This is a long fight, if only because of how the HP works. Does the charging help? Don't know. Don't think it does. Again, I think the only weapons that actually do any more damage is the legendary sword and magic. This is just a faster way to deal with things. Imagine that though, go through a good chunk of the game, you know, like, yeah, this sword is going to be super mega strong and help me throughout the rest of the game. Only to have the misfortune of being realizing that, oh hey, by the way, this is only dealing 1 damage every single time that you use it. Shit, wrong one. Good timing though. Managed to stop it. That one. Stop it. See, what's additionally worse too is that while you could cast the magic, you would want to get as many hits as you can with them. Problem is, you ain't gonna. Because once you hit him once, he just kind of poofs away. Gonna move up a little bit more just in case he... Oh! I kicked your butt! You! How dare you seek to humiliate me in my own sanctuary? For your defiance, you shall drink of the bitter cup of desolation I have prepared, insolent one. Okay. So back when I Let's Played this 7 years ago, this threw me for a loop. Because this is hard. This is Melzas. But, if you hit him in the face, he'll take some damage. Again, all the enemies at this, all the boss fights at this point are special HP in that they only ever take 1 damage, so you would need to hit them multiple times. So, the best option in this particular case is to just rocks fall. Just spam that shit. Only rocks. Don't know how many more rocks we need, but rocks are good. Yeah, got unlucky there. 1 hit, 2 hit. How many more? No more? This is it. RNG is basically going to dictate whether we win or lose here. We win. Not the grandstanding victory I always strive for, but hey. That fight's kind of bullshit. How can this be? How can an insolent child stand before a god? Curse you, Elisa. Curse you! Without you, the mortals would have perished. Instead, I have come to this humiliating end at the hand of a mere boy. Alundra, your victory has nearly been realized. Listen carefully to the words I speak. You must burn Melzas' remains with a sacred fire to destroy him for all eternity. The sacred fire now? The what now? I got a fire wand. Your victory shall never be complete, Releaser. The peace you and the other mortals long for shall never be fully realized. As long as mortals harbor darkness within their hearts, evil shall exist. It is an incontrovertible fact. And darkness resides within every mortal heart, even yours, Alundra. You have exceeded my expectations, Releaser. Well done. But now is not the time to revel in the sweet intoxication of victory. Now that Melzas has perished, the sanctuary cannot remain standing for long. You must escape before the walls collapse and the castle crumbles into the lake. Don't have to tell me twice. Loading. And that was Alundra. God, I hope that this ending sequence does not get me a copyright claim. Oh man. Feels so good to have delved back into this again. Again, basically second favorite game of all time. Go figure that it's another PlayStation title that I grew up with. It was dark and had a lot of sad moments, and unlike a lot of games, I feel like you get rather attached to these individuals. And I don't know, it just feels so good to play through this game. But yeah, it feels like you actually get attached to a good majority of the characters, even though some of them you don't actually see their faces. And it's just one of those games where it's like, it feels like it actually has a good pseudo moral standing, or what's the word I'm looking for? Not moral standing. I don't know. A good story throughout almost the entirety of it. And yeah, it's just like plot-wise, it is fantastic. Gameplay-wise, it is hard, and not even just necessarily because the dev team for the US release was like, oh, this is too easy, let's go ahead and make it a little bit harder with all the fighting. Like, okay, if you insist. And for the most part, it's fine that most of the bosses are more difficult, including some of the enemies, if only because that, you know, does make even the puzzles more challenging. Some of them, anyways. That being said, I do feel like some of the puzzles are a little bit ridiculous, not because of their actual difficulty in trying to figure out, although there are some where it's like, okay, you gotta do this specific thing. Like, I can't help but go back to Torla, where a statue told you to light the things to open a door, and then you light the things, door doesn't open. Go back to the statue, door still doesn't open. There's a weird lift in the middle of the room that you gotta go to that otherwise is not involved, and I feel like that might have been a translation thing. Like, you gotta receive a blessing from above. The statue is not a blessing from above, it's a statue. But I guess that's just my brain being kind of stupid in that regard. Things that make sense to me don't necessarily make sense in the game. On top of that, a lot of the jumping puzzles are very much pixel perfect precision sort of things, especially near the end. Like that 15 button one. Yeah, that one took me some time, and looking through a guide between last episode and this episode, a lot of people apparently have problems with that switch puzzle. So, not just me. I'm glad it's not just me. And I don't know, it's just so good. It's not necessarily one of those games that I would revisit every single year, necessarily. Oh, the one thing I do think is kind of bold, but understandable for another, you know, this is a hard game sort of a thing. The missable Falcons. And I understand this, because the Falcons can provide you some really good gear. Attack bonuses, defense bonuses, one that straight up heals you over time, and eventually a thing that lets you use all the magic ever with no consequences otherwise. So it's understandable to have those be missable things. It just kind of bugs me that when I went and tried to do the thing with the roulette, it was just like, oh no, this person just decided not to do the thing. I don't know. Maybe someday in the future I'll play this again with the hacked version that makes it so as the enemies make sense and actually manage to succeed in doing that. Who knows? So, yeah, that was Alundra. Freaking second favorite game. Very close second to Breath of Fire 3. And it's so strange that it's one of my favorites, and I only just beaten it like 7 years ago. because again, I was raised with this game. It was one of the games that I had alongside Breath of Fire, Final Fantasy VII, a couple of other PlayStation titles I can't remember off the top of my head. And it's just so good. It might have also been because I'd gotten it off of the idea that it was like Legend of Zelda, the Link to the Past, but harder and, you know, more mature. And it's definitely more mature than Link to the Past. So many more people die, so many more more mature elements to the story. And yeah, it's just so good. And the thing is too, if you don't have the guide, not the manual, the guide, you don't get the full like background talking about the kingdom and the full background of the kingdom and the king and the idols and all that fun stuff. You do get it later on in the game, but you gotta actually like buckle down and talk to people about it. So it is missable plot. That's the thing. About the only thing I could suggest, by the way, if you want to play this, is to try to get it as soon as possible off of PlayStation Networks or for the PlayStation Portable, because it is only $6 as a PS1 classic on PlayStation 3. However, if you want a physical copy, you're looking at $80 for just the loose disc. And I'm one of those lucky schmucks that managed to keep his disc since he was a kid. So, yeah, if you wanted a physical copy, they start at like $80 on eBay, and open box nearly $400. So, makes me really wish I still had the manual and all that. But that was Alundra. I really hope that you guys enjoy this game because, again, it's one of my most favorite games of all time. And I feel like this was a good way to start off the year for myself as, well, new Let's Plays wise anyways. Oh, man. I don't know where I'm going to go from here. This feels like such a strong start. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys like this series as much as I absolutely loved revisiting this game. If you guys like the series, like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Helps out the channel immensely. And if you want to assist the channel in a financial fashion, I have a Stream Elements, Coffee, Patreon links down in the description below, attached to the YouTube banner. Every little bit helps, and currently is going towards me and my family's move over to the East Coast. So, again, every bit helps, goes to the move, rent, all that fun noise. And, yeah. God, this was so good to come back to. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. And I hope to see you guys in the next Let's Play. Take care. Cheers.